We thought it was just another rescue op. A standard alien distress beacon from a distant backwater system. These things happen all the time. Civilizations rise, fall, cry out for help, and die before anyone listens. But this time, Earth listened. And it wasn't a call for help. It was bait. They didn't know who they were luring in. They didn't know Deathworlders were coming. My name is Lieutenant Aaron Voss, Earth Special Forces, 1st Division, Ghost Battalion. We don't do politics. We don't ask questions. When someone in the void screams for help and everyone else stays silent, we answer. The signal was traced to Sector T-31. Uncharted, unstable, crawling with wormhole remnants and radiation storms. The race was called the Volari. Peaceful, insectoid, highly advanced in biotech. Their final transmission was simple. Please, anyone. They're harvesting us alive. But Galactic Council refused to intervene. Too dangerous, they said. Too far. Not politically relevant. Earth didn't care. We remembered our own past. What happens when no one comes to help? We deployed. 8 squads. Cloaked dropship. Full clearance. From orbit, Volari Prime looked dead. A green world turned gray. Cities in ruin. Fields scorched. The entire biosphere poisoned. We picked up signs of weaponized spores in the atmosphere. Fungal-based neurotoxins, likely engineered. Something was killing this world slowly and precisely. We dropped into the capital ruins, what remained of Kendalith. No life signs, no comms, but bodies. Dozens, then hundreds. Not just dead. Dissected. Limbs removed. Organs tagged. Catalogued. There was no war here. This was a laboratory, and then we saw them. 12 feet tall, 4 arms, chitin armor fused with metal. Alien, insectoid, and terrifyingly precise. No match in any database. One of them stepped forward, staring at us with hungry eyes. He spoke perfect galactic basic and laughed. Deathworlders? How quaint. You'll scream like the others. He didn't finish his sentence. A rail round tore through his skull before the word scream left his mouth. Ghost Battalion doesn't warn. We respond. We swept the area. These creatures, we called them harvesters, weren't soldiers. They were executioners, scientists of suffering. They didn't fight for territory or resources. They collected, vivisected, experimented, and from their own broadcasts, they didn't even consider us a threat. Another mistake. We moved like shadows. Precision airstrikes, cloaked drone support. Our weapons cut through their armor like it was paper. Their hives burned. Their shrieks echoed into the void. In the ruins of a Volari archive, we discovered the truth. These things didn't come from our galaxy. They came through the Maw, an unstable wormhole anomaly near Earth that we thought was sealed decades ago. It wasn't. It was waiting. The Volari discovered it too late. The harvesters came through in silence and began dismantling their civilization piece by piece. The Volari knew they were doomed, so they broadcast that signal on every frequency, knowing only one species would respond in time. Humans, Deathworlders, us. When Command received the archive logs, there was no debate, no hesitation. Total clearance protocol was authorized. No extraction, no retreat, no survivors. We called down the iron rain. From orbit, kinetic rods fell like fire from the heavens. Hive clusters vanished in mushroom clouds. EMP pulses fried their living servers. Tactical nukes collapsed their breeding grounds. We stormed their main hive complex, 4 stories underground, woven from bone and flesh. There, In the core chamber, we found their queen. Bloated, pulsating, wired into a neural web of dead Volari. Her presence clawed at our minds, offering knowledge, peace, even power. We answered with grenades. Volari Prime was uninhabitable when we left, but it was clean. No more harvesters, no more hives, just ash. Before extraction, we carved a message into their last standing hive spire using plasma cutters. A warning in every known language. This world is under Deathworlder protection. The Galactic Council reviewed our mission logs and condemned us, called our actions extreme, labeled us dangerous, accused us of overstepping. We didn't care. They weren't on the ground. They didn't see the harvest fields. They didn't find the stasis pods where Volari children were drained like cattle. They didn't hear the screams echoing in biochambers. We did. And there is no such thing as excessive force when you're erasing evil. There's a reason we're called Deathworlders. Earth is a cradle of predators. We grew up hunting, killing, surviving ice and fire and famine. Our planet tried to kill us every single day, and we adapted. When the rest of the galaxy says, "That's too dangerous," Earth says, "Let's go." Because we understand monsters. We used to be them. As we lifted off, we found a lone Volari child, barely alive, hidden deep in the ruins. He didn't speak, he didn't cry, he just clung to my arm. I carried him to the dropship. He never looked back. And as we broke orbit, I whispered to him, "They'll never hurt your people again. Not while Deathworlders draw breath."